Well, howdy do, buckaroos. This is Tom the Beer Whisperer, and we are back for yet another session today.
Are you
Oh,
there?
yep. And we got feedback. For this session, I'm having a Guinness West Indies Porter. Twice. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Todd. Every time you pop on, I get feedback.
Well, that's all right. I'll jump off here. I don't want to interrupt your guys'.
No, sorry about that. No, I really want to talk with you. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I tried to look at my settings, but there really isn't anything to change. I don't know what to do on there.
Yeah, and I'm not tech savvy enough to help you.
Well, I'm gonna hop off here again and see if I can't. I don't want to ruin your video chat here with. And I'll try to pop back in and see if I can get it going.
Yeah, we'll keep trying, man.
All right,
we'll keep talking if we can get it fixed.
All right, I'll try to pop back in. Give me a few.
All right, bye. So anyway, yeah, we're trying to get Todd in this session, and for some reason, every time he comes on, there's an echo going on. I can't figure out what the heck. So I just poured the Guinness West Indies Porter that came from the Brewers Project pack. It pours very nice, as you can see. It's I don't know, it's kind of a brownish black with a ruby, kind of a ruby hue to it, I would say. And Red, what are you drinking?
I have the same exact thing you're drinking, Tom. I'm drinking the Guinness West Indies Porter from the Guinness Brewers Collector's Pack that just came out, the Brewers Project that just came out. This one is based on the 1801 recipe from the beers that they sent to the West Indies, the Caribbean. And I got to say, this probably might be my favorite beer in the pack, with the the Dublin Porter and the original stout. All three are excellent. All three are very quality beers. But as I've said to you in other videos, I think if I'm going to drink bottled Guinness, I would want to drink one that's a stronger version. And this West Indies Porter is outstanding.
Yeah, I agree. I love that West Indies Porter. I got to tell you, though, in all honesty, I love the other two as well. I mean, I was surprised at even what the 3.8 ABV of the Dublin Porter and the 4.2 ABV of the Guinness Original. Both were very flavorful and tasty beers.
Well, I happen to have the Foreign Extra Stout on hand as well. And I compared the West Indies Porter to the Foreign Extra Stout, and I think I've said this too in the previous videos that we've done, or when we've talked in private, that they are remarkably similar. And I think that 1801 recipe that they came up with for this one, and at 6% alcohol by volume, it's really a great beer. And the modern version is 7.5, which is a little higher. But what you expect in the West Indies Porter and the Foreign Extra Stout is that little bit of sourness, and that sourness is intentional. They brew this beer and they add sour beer to it, and normally don't read from any kind of thing. And this isn't scripted, but since this is the virtual pub, I'll read a little from Michael Jackson's book, The Beer Companion, on his Porters and Stouts chapter. He's talking about Guinness, and he's talking about bottled Guinness. And first he's talking about the Guinness that you get in Belgium. So he says, the strong bottled version sold in some European countries, notably Belgium, combines richness, creaminess, fruitiness, and sweetness. The famous bottle version, known as Foreign Extra Stout and produced for tropical countries, has a similar strength, but with a more complex palate featuring lactic, winey, and horse blanket Brettanomyces notes. This is a blend of beers, one of which has been matured for up to 3 months in wooden tuns that are at least 100 years old. Bitterness is in the mid 60s. He's talking 60 IBUs. Now, Guinness doesn't actually hold beer in the tons anymore and gets the Brettanomyces character. And you know what Brettanomyces is, right, Tom? From a lot of
yeah.
drink. They do it bacterially now. They intentionally sour it. They take that sour beer and they add it into the Guinness. So that's what gives the foreign stout that distinctive sour character.
Damn, Todd, every time you jump in, we get that.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on. I will jump off here.
Sorry, man.
I tried restarting my tablet, but that doesn't seem to help.
Well done.
So I'll hop off here. You guys enjoy your evening and your beers.
Hey, sorry, Todd. We'll talk another time.
I'm going to pop this one open instead. It's a triple golden ale out of, my brother actually got them for me for my birthday. Got this one anyway. So we'll see. But anyway, you guys enjoy your evening. I don't want to keep you up and keep you from not hearing each other.
Hey, sorry, Todd.
We'll try it again. I'll
All
see
right,
if I
good
can.
luck,
There's no settings. There's no settings for me to change, so I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless I can try on my phone. I don't know how well that'll work. Let me try popping in on my phone. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah,
better.
yeah, because I used to always do mine on my phone.
Okay, I'll try it and see.
All right, man. We'll see you in a bit.
So anyway, so Red, I got to tell you that I didn't read that what you just did, or what you just read. I didn't read that before. What I meant to say, when I did my video, I mentioned there was a slight sour characteristic, almost like a port wine finish. So what you just read there almost makes sense.
Right,
Me.
those Venus winey, character that's in the foreign extra stout is definitely present in this West Indies porter as well, and I think they've done a phenomenal job with all three. And this one is a little lower in alcohol, but this is based on the 1801 recipe, and I got to tell you, it's fantastic. It's everything that you want in a foreign extra stout, and I can see this as the precursor to the modern day foreign extra stout, and it's based on the 1801 recipe. And I got to say, if this is what the beer tasted like in 1801 and you were getting in the Caribbean, I'd be a very happy person if I was in the Caribbean, because this is a great bottled stout.
Yeah, I mean, I bought it in the 18-pack, and I hope to get back there and get more 18-packs, but this is something I would love to buy in just a 6-pack all by itself.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're ever going to release this in a 6-pack, or if this Brewers Project is a one-shot deal. I'm hoping it isn't, but I kind of have a feeling that it is. And if that is the case, then I'm going to snap up some more of it for sure.
Well, I hope it's not, because this really is Guinness home run swing. Is they've tried to dabble with golden ales and blonde lagers and nitro IPAs. This really is their home run swing. So, Todd, you're back again. Talk to us, see if we hear an echo.
All right, let's try one more time.
No echo.
No echo. I think we're good, buddy.
Must be the tablet then, I guess.
Yeah, here's the thing. Red and I were both accidentally, to be honest with you, are drinking the Guinness West Indies Porter. So tell us again.
Is that out of your little mix pack that you bought the other day?
Yeah, that 18-pack, yeah.
How have those been?
I loved them all, to be honest with you. The Dublin Porter is 3.8%. The Guinness Originals 4.2, even though they're light, they're very flavorful. They're both quality porters and stouts. And this West Indies is just crazy good.
That's
What are you
6.0.
drinking, Todd?
Let's see if I can get in here. This picture here.
There you
Try
go.
that. I'm trying to fix my phone so I don't have to hold it and can see. And you guys can see me.
There we go.
I cracked open, it's called LaGrave Triple Golden Ale. Independent. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Troegs, I guess. Troegs.
Trogs.
Trogs.
Frogs.
Yeah, it's in Hershey, Pennsylvania. They were
Correct.
originally in Harrisburg, but they moved to Hershey.
Okay. Yep, that is correct. You got, yeah. And unfortunately, there's nothing on the bottle that tells me about it, and I didn't look it up because I wasn't actually going to drink this one, but I decided to make a change, so.
There you go. So Red was telling us about the origins of the West Indies porter. So I'm going to let you continue, Red. Well, Red, can you hear me? Well, maybe not. Hey, Red, are you there?
I goof it up again.
I don't think so. I think I'm not sure what the hell's going on. But see, this is meant to be a pub conversation, and sometimes things go awry, even at a pub. So, hey, I'm having the West Indies Porter. I'm also having the Rocktown Arkansas Hickory Smoked Whiskey. It is a 90 proof wheat mash whiskey that the wheat mash is hickory smoked. And how I have described this whiskey before is that if Americans had invented Scotch, this is what it would be. Because instead of that peat smoke, you get that big hickory smoke. It's just gorgeous. So, hey, Red, can you hear me again? I'm getting nothing from him over here.
I'm going to write him off.
I don't know. Apparently, it's going to be a technical difficulties at the pub. So, Todd, tell me about your beer. Have you?
I just cracked it. Try a little. Oh, actually, there it is. I didn't see that. It's 8% ABV. And it's in your standard, 12.7 ounce, 375 milliliter bottle. There's the bottle of it. You can see that. And it was a corked bottle.
Red, can you hear us? Yep. I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing today. I think we got a gremlin in the works.
I can hear you.
So tell me about the beer you're drinking, Todd.
It's pretty good. Your standard kind of triple ale, kind of has a little, some lemon, a little bit of lemon flavor to it. To me, the caramel, it's got some of the caramel notes. Light and your golden ale color. Pretty cloudy. I don't know if you can see that or not. Not much anything going through there.
Yeah, that's kind of normal for the style.
I don't drink a ton of the triples, but I do like them. So I don't know a ton about them, but
I talked to a couple of your buddies earlier today, John and Charles.
Oh, did you? Yeah, he invited me over to have some beers tonight, and with the snow and everything, I just decided to stay home and hang out here, and then you called.
Now, you live in that same neighborhood, don't you?
I did. I just recently moved about a little over a year and a half ago.
Ooh.
I'm only about 2 miles on the other side of town.
Oh, I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, well, I wouldn't get out with that snow either.
I was right around the corner in walking distance, and we ended up selling our house, and that was the first house we built and bought, and we ended up building another house and moved. So
So I was asking John and Charles earlier about their favorite breweries in that neck of the woods. So tell me about yours.
I like one of my favorites locally here is Against the Grain, which is over in Louisville, Kentucky. Also, a pretty good local that just opened up last summer is Flat 12. They're located in Indianapolis. They do some
How
pretty
far
good.
is that from you?
Indianapolis is about an hour and a half, but they actually just opened up a pub right on the river here in Jeffersonville, which is only about 10 minutes. So.
Oh, really? Okay. The
Right on
Flat
the river.
12, that's that. What's that beer they have that's just freaking amazing? It's got a picture of an old-time baseball player on it.
Oh, that's probably it's the IPA. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it.
Yeah, it's light in body but high in hops.
No, it's not. It's not the half cycle.
That's it. It's a half cycle.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I remember the old time player, but I couldn't remember if that was the half cycle or not. I was thinking it had a bicycle on there, half cycle, I guess.
Well, they might have changed it. But
Referencing to the cycle in baseball, I'm not sure.
yeah, that beer is fantastic.
But that's a good one. Yeah, I was going to send you some Flat 12. They do everything pretty good. You know, there's nothing. They come up with some good stuff. You know, out of the box sometimes. They do a really good job on barrel aging stuff.
I do love me some barrel aged stuff.
They'll do some rum barrels. You know, your bourbon barrel. They do some all kinds of different things. But their standard stuff is good. Their little tap house that they have just serves like appetizers, and they have and it's just their own beer, and they'll have about 12 or 13 taps going at once, and it's just all their own stuff. It's very good. I like them a lot.
A friend a couple of years ago sent me a 6-pack. I thought that stuff was awesome. But that's the only thing I've had from that brewery. Flat 12 was a half cycle.
Okay. I may.
And it was a baseball reference to the single and the double.
Okay. Yeah, I've never actually read the bottle. I didn't know if that's what it was or not.
Well, I'm a baseball guy, so yeah, being a baseball guy, yeah, I do the reference. But yeah, that's what they're referring to.
Well, I'm a baseball guy too. I just never actually read the bottle. I just drank it.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that either, my man. So I was talking with John and Charles. Are you a whiskey guy or are you just a beer guy?
No, I've been getting into some bourbons. One of my good friends is a big bourbon person, so kind of transitioned into it, drinking the barrel aged stouts and whatnot. So it's kind of eased me into it.
You've got a lot of great distilleries not far from you. So do you have a personal favorite?
You know, I really like Four Roses out of any of the ones that I've had. Now, I'm not a big connoisseur as of yet, but Four Roses is about a. Did you have any Four Roses, or have you ever had any Four Roses?
Yeah, I have. I've had the regular Four Roses bottle. I've had the single barrel and the what's the other one they have? They have a single barrel, a small batch. Yeah.
Yeah. Single barrel obviously is the best one out of the group. Small batch is good, and their standard is pretty good for. I'm going to say you can get it for about $20 for a bottle.
Yeah, I mean for the price, I mean that regular Four Roses is, well, in my opinion, better than most at the same price.
Yeah, I would agree. And the small batch, I think you get for, I'm going to say $29.99, maybe $34.99.
It's about 30 in my neck of the woods, yeah.
And then, of course, the single barrel is, I want to say, in the upper 40s.
It runs 40 even in my neck of the woods, yeah.
Sounds about right. I think that's about what it is here.
But yeah, it's a good whiskey for the money. There's no doubt about it.
Now, a good friend of mine, and I'm not even sure who makes it. He his kind of home bourbon that he keeps at his house is called Benchmark. Have you ever had any Benchmark?
No, I haven't, to be honest with you, though. But in my kitchen as we speak, I have one of the small bottles of the brown sugar Benchmark. I just haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, and this is the regular one you can get. It's a $7.50 for $8.99.
No shit.
Yeah, and he loves it. He's it's his go-to when he doesn't want to spend a lot of money on a good bottle, and just I guess it's kind of his Miller Lite of bourbons.
There you go. Yeah. Everybody has to have one. When I was out there a couple years ago, I bought this bourbon at a store. It was the Heaven Hill 100 proof bottled in bond, and it was $9.99 a bottle. And I swear to goodness, to this day, that's the best $10 whiskey I ever purchased.
What was the name of it?
It was Heaven Hill 100 proof bottled in bond. And man, for $10, that thing was amazing.
Really? I'm going to have to remember that.
I mean, it's not going to compete with a $1 bourbon, but there's not a $10 bourbon on the market that can compete with it.
Yeah.
It's as good as a lot of $20 whiskeys I've had. I mean, it's just that good.
I would assume it's probably something you can get all the time, I guess.
Well, I can't get it here, but I think you can get it out all the time in your neck of the woods, yeah.
I'll have to look for that.
Heaven Hill, bottled in bond, 100 proof. Yeah, man, that stuff was good.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to remember that. I might have to have you send it to me in a message because I may forget. I may message you and say, what the hell did you say that was again, Tom?
So how you doing on that beer, man? Any other notes you want to add about it?
Yeah, I'm getting some. I'm getting a little bit of a pepper note to it, and a little bit of pear too, also. Which
both of those flavors and aromas aren't unusual to a triple.
It's very, very drinkable. It's nice. I like it.
All right. Well, Todd, as we're looking at this session, any final thoughts you want to add?
No, just kind of a little bit of bready note too. Some breadiness to it, but not a lot. Kind of the sweetness on the back end. When I poured it, it poured a nice, I'd say, finger and a half head to it. It's good. I would definitely pick it up again. I didn't pick this one up. It was given to me by my brother.
But you would find it again.
If I see it, I don't think I've ever seen it around here. His girlfriend, fiance now, lives in Cincinnati, and so he frequents Cincinnati quite a bit and brings back some stuff for me from up there that we can't get here, and or he tries to get some stuff that we can't get here, and this is one of them that he picked up in a mixed 6-pack, for my birthday. Mm-hmm. Just got it a couple of weeks ago, and my birthday was in September, so how you like that?
Better late than never, huh?
Right, exactly. I figured he was just keeping them and drinking them himself. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, mercy. Hey, this is Something Beer Whisperer. We're going to end this session. We had some technical difficulties, but hey, if you've ever been to a pub, sometimes things don't go as you planned. So, hey, it was Something Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later. I want to thank Brewster for joining us. He had technical difficulties. Thank Todd for coming back. And, hey, maybe we'll get that fixed and come back again. Who knows?
I have to apologize